As do I. I think if you look at the stats, if you look at the general vibe and the general ebb and flow, I'm expecting Copenhagen Flames to get this done as well. But let's not forget that Spirit have been the underdogs pretty much the entire Challenger stage. Many people didn't think they'd make it through. They made it through 3-1. Many people thought that they'd get 0-3, 1-3. Here we are in a 2-0. They have consistently proven us wrong at every single go, every single match. So this is still doable.
Well, here we go, though. Spirit starting on the T side over here. Obviously, their map pick, Copenhagen Flames, opting to start on the CD side. Hooksy's got a smoke and a kit, and they're wasting no time, Vince. All 5 members grouped up outside of B. Smoke gonna bloom, and it's gonna come down to Yabby and Hooksy to deliver.
Flash out in first as Hooksy is looking to try and carve a path through some of these heads, but instead he gets a goose for his troubles. Trying to lock it down as well. 1 kill, but Magic's with 2. Quickly flicks out and shuts down the site. Still, Roy is on A. He's not sure if this is a fake. He has to join the rest of his teammates as they're starting to capitulate. They're starting to crumble under the pressure, the strain that Spirit is putting on them. And already Roy and Nikodos, the last 2 players standing, they're both clumped up in the marketplace. And when you look at these post-plant positions on the side of Spirit, it is looking untenable. It's looking far too powerful, far too strong. And Magix gets his 3rd. It took him multiple rounds before he got on the board on Vertigo. He's already struck 3 times in round 1 here.
Spirit wasting no time. They knew exactly what had in store for us there. And yeah, Yabby needed to hit a couple of shots right before they were able to kind of flood into the bomb site. Unfortunately, not able to find anything. Hooksy at least able to trade, but then Spirit, just good trading. We had a smoke for the window of market. And it's going to be a full eagle coming in here for the Copenhagen Flames side. Full USPs. The rare P2000 in the hands of Nikodos and Spirit. All grouping up together towards mid, but the USPs, okay, they find one. AK-47 looking to be challenging, but it is going to be a shooting gallery. Dexter with a very, very quick ace with the AK-47. He's had a couple of those rounds thus far here, Vince. A bit of an eco bash here and there. We saw that on Vertigo too. Although that was a losing effort for the side of Spirit. But solid start here, 2-0. And I'll see the rifles come out to play for the Danes. No AWP yet for Mr. Nikodos. It's going to be them for A1. We have a multitude of smokes, 5 smokes in total, 1 incendiary in the hands of Yabby, and I do not spot a kit. And that means a retake scenario could get dicey. Copenhagen Flames, let's see what they have in store for us here. It's going to be another default setup. Hooksy and Yabby going to be playing towards the B bomb side. Hooksy, the IGL, being the first point of contact towards B.
Yabby, meanwhile, though, has laid to rest Siren, and in doing so, has made this so much more difficult on the approach. It's actually clumped over players on Van, but also still yet to get out of the B-Apps area. Dexter, who was a player that just struck, has the bomb, and this is now all about Patsy trying to bait this in as long as possible. Look to see if they can get a rotational element in from the CTs and catch them off guard, while Chopper slowly navigates himself through the ramp. But Patsy has been spotted, fragged, and put down. There is only one player up against Chopper, but Nikodos is good enough to pass that test. And in doing so, Dexter, who has tried to rotate multiple times, well, he's up against the world. 4 players to find and frag.
Yeah, this one is pretty much done. He's got the bomb in his back, and there is a world if he's able to somehow find Hooksy, who's jumping across right now, just jump spotting right next to the van. If he's able to find him, there is a window, just rush in towards B and plant the bomb. Of course, he's not aware of what we are. We can take a look at the map here. We can see how Copenhagen Flames. Oh, there we go. If you can find this pick. There we go. That was a slight little opportunity there for Dexter to potentially maybe get the bomb down and try and clutch this one out. But that window has been missed. And for Copenhagen Flames, there is no need for them to go for a hunt. Dexter more than capable of hitting his shots to try and save his AWP. And Copenhagen Flames, they know they don't want to lose any rifles here. They want to keep as many members alive as possible. They have him pinned down. And it's going to be the first round on board here from the side of the Flames. A faster contact play coming out from Spirit. And despite Hooksy being in a little bit of an uncomfortable position, it was actually Yabby from the short position able to find the opening pick, and then Spirit not quite able to crack the B bomb site. However, the buy is still going to be coming on out. The saved AWP for Dexter will still be in play. And of course, we have a A Tech 9 for Chopper. He decides he's going to take one for the team, just so he can afford a bit more of utility here to work with for the CIS side.
Chopper and Patsy, another slow start. I'm really hoping we do see more from Patsy in this game. I don't think he showed even remotely his A game on Vertigo. That will need to change if Spirit want a chance, and it's Dexter boosted up. Sources the prey of Roy. Yabi is undeterred by his teammate being picked off. He still continues to play aggressive, but Dexter's now struck twice. May not anticipate a third player here, but Nikodos is going to find himself the first frag, spins around and gets himself a second, and it's alleviating the pressure building up on mid. And that will push the green button for Spirit to get out there on B side. But they don't check Hooksy's position, and he sprays down for 2 as well. This was a 5v3 in favor of Spirit, and they have cartwheeled out of this round. Copenhagen Flames bounce right back.
Despite the heroics of Dexter early on, finding 2 opening picks, but Nikodos spinning around in the mid like a top, 180-degree kills. Oh, the first one as well, so very fast from Dexter. But Nikodos, the hero, spins around. Patsy found as well. And then a little bit of a moment there in the B bomb side, but Hooksy able to recover in time. He's going to be feeling a little lucky after that. Able to find 2, and in the end, Copenhagen Flames stringing a couple of rounds together. They have broken the economy here early on for Spirit, as they will now have to work with the pistols. A bit of an update on the B stream. Vince, Vitality 5 rounds away from crushing the dreams and hopes of North America in the form of Team Liquid and going 2-0 up. Bear in mind, this is the 0-2 matchup, so Vitality is still not in a comfortable position yet. Where for Liquid, they lose this map, they're going home.
The second elimination match, of course, later on is Bad News Eagles against Imperial. So we're saying goodbye to 2 teams, and we're saying hello and welcome to the playoffs to 2 teams as well, one of which is going to be Spirit or Copenhagen Flames, and later on we have Na'Vi against Nip. Meanwhile, though, in this round, it is effectively an eco, but Copenhagen Flames have done it without having any issues whatsoever. 5 kills without retort, and a 3-2 lead on top of it.
All right, let's see what Spirit have in store for us here. Maui mentioned about how, you know, they're going to have to battle for the mid control. They're going to have to have more of a procedure in how they want to approach this T side, which was distinctly lacking on Vertigo. And we could see that it was something Copenhagen Flames kept on abusing, especially towards an A-ramp position, where it was Nikodos and Roy. They're basically a brick wall for the side of the Copenhagen Flames defense. Now for Spirit, let's see what they have here. They don't have the op out again for Dexter. It's going to be the AK. Galil for Magix. And you can see for Copenhagen Flames, aggressive posturing towards ramp. We have Zypher and Roy there. A little bit of presence towards mid being shown by Chopper and Patsy. But they are setting up for this B split, seemingly. And again, for Copenhagen Flames, is these 2 defenders, the captain, Hooksy, and the very, very capable Yabi.
Oh, I was going to say the gap in the smoke, though, for Patsy. Unbeknownst, he was walking into the crosshair of Nikodos, who will not miss. Smoke affords Hooksy safe passage for a quick peek. He can dart back, knowing that Yabi has his back covered. And Yabi has been Mr. Consistent today and over the course of the Legends stage. Had a bit of a slow start to this game, but Spirit already thwarted, pushed away, the hand in the face, the door slammed on B side. And not for the first time here as well, Blair. Their plans have gone awry, and it doesn't feel like they have a plan B. If their initial idea and purpose doesn't work, they just kind of float around for a while.
Yeah, this looks just like a save, right? They haven't really done much here ever since they lost to 2 players. What they were trying to do was, of course, making a lot of pressure towards B and trying to push in from short, while simultaneously, I do believe it was Patsy, but towards connected, they're trying to post a player over there, maybe cut off the rotation. But Nikodos using that little bit of a gap in the smoke to spot the head of the player, climbing up the connected stairs, finding him. And then, of course, the player coming out towards short, getting found. I do believe that was Hooksy. All the way from the van position, getting the kill. And, of course, even the utility usage from the CTs, right? Just keeping the Ts at bay. And while the teammates are falling towards connector in short, the B hit never really transpired. And just holding on to the weapons here. Now, a force can still come out for the side of Spirit. But look at how sparse the utility is. 3 of the players are saved. They can't go for any utility buy. So Chopper, he's going to buy Patsy as well. Okay, I kind of envisioned Patsy or Chopper to just go for maybe a pistol and armor so they could have a little bit of extra utility. Vince is a force buy with one flashbang. One solitary flashbang and a smoke which have deployed early on already for jungle. So it is going to be a fast play coming up towards Cat.
Yeah, they know that they have to push forward. There's no second guessing this. Roy, though, with one, gets traded out, and Patsy's got his first 2 entries. His first 2 kills on Mirage in round 7. Better late than never, and that's given his team a golden opportunity now to get their 3rd round. But they've got to make sure they don't hemorrhage kills. Patsy with a 3rd. Nikodos dealt with in window. And that's got to be Spirit dialing in a 3rd round now.
Yeah, unless something miraculous happens here, and that's going to come down to Zyphon sneaking in. He could get a timing, Vince.
It is possible. Patsy out. Another beautiful entry. He's on for the ace. The young man who was absent on Vertigo is now showing his hand as he just strikes the ground and everyone around him falls down. And he's on the prowl. He's not content with 4. He wants the ace against this fully invested Copenhagen Flames. It's been one-sided, and Patsy will drive home. All 5 kills. Huge round from the youngster.
What a round. 0-4, and suddenly an ace out of nowhere. That was a force buy, mind you. They had 1 flash and a smoke, and then Copenhagen Flames gifting the fights to the side of Spirit. Patsy's like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Starting with a Galil, upgrading to the AK-47, and just completely, single-handedly, a one-man wrecking ball, dismantling the Copenhagen Flame CD side. And here we go, a Foster play coming in towards a ramp position, but Incendiary's going to keep them at bay. Chopper in the meantime towards mid, making his presence felt. A smoke for the Incendiary is going to keep attention focused towards top of mid, and in the meantime, the hit comes in towards the A bomb side. Zyphon has been spotted out, and it's going to come down to the aggression from Roy to find something, but they're getting blocked apart by Siren and Magix.
Yabi, though, comes back with 2 of his own, proving that he will not be overshadowed, and with Siren and low HP on 10 hit points, and that second wind coming up for the Danes. Spirit have respected this. They've backed off. They're anticipating that they're getting flanked right now, so they're watching and peering into the T-spawn. But every second that passes now is another that Copenhagen Flames have to second-guess themselves. Is this a fast B hit? Are they rotating up middle? And in doing so, they've taken those 3 defenders and they've cordoned it off to just Zyphon. Now, Zyphon does have an off angle on Firebox. This is one of those positions that may go unchecked. Do Spirit want to give this away? Do they want to throw smokes on first or just dry peek out? In the meanwhile, though, Hooksy very intelligently, alongside Yabi, are fact-finding for themselves. They're finding out this map is basically empty. It's bereft of any T's, but Chopper, he's a step ahead of Zyphon, and with that frag, a plant should be following in.
But a double flank coming in here, Vince. This is something they might not be expecting, right? And it's going to be a true 2-pronged assault as well. One play coming in from Ramp, the other from Palace, but they're both watching.
Hooksy now moving in. Siren has dealt the fatal blow to Yabi and Dexter. Onto Hooksy. It was a valiant attempt from Yabi, but ultimately Spirit were way too good. We said we had to see Patsy step up to the plate after that Vertigo performance. He's done that, but also Dexter. He's had tons of impact early on in this map.
It looked like Spirit, after getting his first 2 opening picks, they're just giving it away. There's no smoke for jungle, enabling a 2K to come in for Copenhagen Flames. But the timing and the rotation, right? If it was if Spirit were a little bit late in making the hit towards that A bomb site, they could potentially have been caught with their pants down and been taken down from behind. But again, so much of awareness as well. The flanks coming in were from Palace and Ramp, and both of them got taken care of. Still a buy here for the CD side, but they're going for the contact play once more.
Zyphon up on the box, though. It does allow him safe passage from that Molotov. It means he's very immobile, but while his teammates are all striking around him and destroying and demolishing the oncoming teaser, allows him the opportunity to spray out, but he whiffs his spray. The FAMAS lets him down, betrays him. And although Patsy comes back with a frag, he's on low HP alongside Magix, and Deja Vu falls upon us. Almost an identical situation to that previous round.
Such a good flashbang from Roy to find the kill onto Nikodos, and now they don't see anything. This is a great timing from Yabi. He could easily shut this one down, Vince. They're going to slowly creep walking up. Spacing is good, though. He's good for 1. He's good for 2 is a question. He's good for nothing, Vince. He gets taken down. Magic so aware, and look at where the CDs are. They're so far away from the B bomb site. Spirit should get the bomb down here.
Oh, Roy went in peeking, see if he could cordon off the push before it got any kind of momentum. Instead, though, he is plucked out by Patsy's AWP, trading in And now Huxi can only save. The money for the Danes is in the bin. They have to save this M4. Spirit take the lead.
How good is Magic's? Just the one kill, Vince. He gets dinged down to 3 points of health as well, but that kill was instrumental. Yabi even playing the off angle, trying to catch them off guard. And I thought, yeah, sure, he'll get one kill. He might get traded, at least buying a little bit of extra time for his teammates to try and rotate back towards the B bomb site. But Spirit, immediate, quick, snappy decision making. Running it all the way back towards the B bomb site. Great spacing. Patsy as well with the AWP, holding the angle, cutting off the rotation. And just like that, Spirit with the lead. And if you look at the money now for Copenhagen Flames, I expect a couple of pistols coming out here, a few pistols. But apart from that, they're just going to try and work around the M4A1 in the hands of Huxi. The FAMAS, man.
Yeah.
In case anyone was wondering why not many people like the FAMAS, that's why. That's one great example why.
Yeah, for me, that was maybe the main determining factor. I think if that kill goes the way of Copenhagen Flames, you're looking at a very different outcome. But that's all in the past and the here and now. It is that eco situation that we discussed. It's the 1M4, there's a CZ in play as well. Some aggression out, but Yabi has already been dealt with swiftly by Siren. Magic's also dips in and picks himself up one, and the round is falling into position the way we expected. Really, the only thing that stands between Spirit and the 6th round is Huxi, and he instantly loses his head.
1 HP in Magic's. He was so low already, going for a very brave play there. M4, retrieval mission for Nikodos. He's gonna find one. Siren. Dangerous game is playing here, but he will find Roy, and this round should be done. Nikodos has got no armor, is blinded, he's getting hunted down, he's getting pinned down, able to fight. Another one, and now it's a 1v2, and Magic's bleeding internally.
No time though, unfortunately. Nikodos, nice try, but no kit, no time, and ultimately no life. As you said though, it's a bit of economic damage, but it is the T side, and Spirit are off to a cracking lead now.
The money on Spirit is a bit obscene, considering how early it is. The 6 and 4, they will have no trouble whatsoever purchasing any weaponry they want. Dexter losing the op, doesn't matter. He's going to be dropped one of his own. For the side of Copenhagen Flames opens, it was the full eco after all, around the one saved A1, able to deal a little bit of damage, and now the full buy is going to be coming out once more. Nikodos with the AWP, Roy towards mid, towards jungle, preemptive nade, gonna just tickle Dexter and Chopper a bit. And Nikodos, very standard positioning from Nikodos, playing towards the ticket booth. We have Zyphon playing aggressively on top of Shadow, and as usual, Huxi towards the kind of the B anchor, and Yabi looking to be the short player, helping his captain out. Again, very default setup from Copenhagen Flames, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. They're waiting for Spirit to go for their play, giving a lot of control, so to speak. But that being said, though, Roy with a little bit of re-aggression.
Thinking about going for that peek. At the moment, he's got his eyes trained on the underpass area. Smokes and flashes being exchanged between the teams. And with the smoke in the window area and one on connector, Spirit will now make the most of this momentary weakness on Copenhagen Flames. Roy, though, bypassing the smoke, takes one head and a second. 2 frags go his way before he inevitably falls, but he should have done enough for his teammates, initially calling another 2 plays out. How have they got caught by Patsy? How has Patsy came through and got 2 frags? That's ridiculous. But now they still have Magic's, and he's able to pick up the bomb. 30 seconds to play with, hoping that Yabi goes in for that peek, but the timing's slightly off. Wants to secure the bomb plant, but Huxi should have him dead to rights. And although Spirit in a post plant, it will be the round going the way of Copenhagen Flames, and a lot of that bounces directly off Roy's 2K and connector.
Yeah, that's just massive, and even just getting the kill through the smoke as well. He even lines up the 3rd, Vince. Almost found a 3rd kill before it got taken down. Copenhagen Flames winning a hard-fought round predicated off the heroics of Roy. Hard-fought game here. Obviously for Spirit, they want to take this to Ancient. They want to take this to Ancient and then try and book the ticket for the playoff stage. For Copenhagen Flames, this has been their best opportunity over 2 majors, Vince, to play in front of a crowd. So they want to close it out here in Mirage. Here we go. Fast pace being set here once more. Patsy wants to be the demon on his T side for the side of Spirit, looking to find something with a flashbang. Makes him reconsider his options. The re-smoke comes in for the jungle in the meantime, and this could be an opportunity for them to just lurk someone up there.
Ton of damage though onto Patsy just purely off HEs. He's down to 7. And Chopper's not faring too much better either. And now he's been put down first. The dirt will be littered with his corpse as they look to start to push into middle. This is a triple stack hit though on Spirit, Ramp, Palace, Connector. All can conjoin together. Even though they are weakened, it'll only take one entry and things get dicey for Copenhagen Flames. Zyphon stuck in the under area and Shadow has to come out. There's a flash alongside it, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. They must realize from the trajectory of that flashbang that Roy is in the jungle, so they're going to flash into an aggressive play themselves, and Patsy will capitalize, taking the head of Roy. And now this defense is looking a little bit more barren. Nikodos, though, stands his ground, delivers for his 11th time on the map. But Dexter's still alive. There was a chance for Patsy on 7 HP to have more impact in this round, but he may have missed his chance. That window of opportunity comes closing down, slammed in the face. And although damage is inflicted to Nikodos, Patsy on 7 can't feasibly clutch this down. So he looks to try and pull the plug and save. But HooXi may catch him, although he is moving into the ramp area. This round is done, though. Copenhagen Flames will have a 6th.
He hears him. He's trying to hunt him down here, Vince, but Patsy, if he legs a knife out, should be able to comfortably hold on to his AK-47, and there you have it. Copenhagen Flames not looking to go for the hunt. The money's still in a very rough spot for the time being, but they will tie things up. Great hole coming out there. A little messy there from Spirit, in all honesty. They took a lot of time, not able to flush out Nikodos. And Nikodos, more than the kills he got, it's just the fact that he stayed alive for so very long behind the ticket booth. I love the aggression with Patsy, though. He was so low, I think it was 7 points on health, and they flash him in through jungle, and he just runs in and gets the kill. Just a mad lad. You love to see it, but unfortunately for Spirit, they don't quite manage to convert it into a round. Nikodos, though, we did have a couple of question marks for him on Vertigo. He was missing a few shots he really shouldn't have, but he has indeed come alive here on Mirage on the CD side. As you see, Spirit once more grouping up together. You look at the buy, it's not ideal. It's going to be the waterfall play out from A, and Zyphon, he's going to lie in wait.
Gabby's there as well, though, and Zyphon, nice time smoke. That will stall this round a bit longer. That may work in Spirit's favor, though, because it allows Patsy to make moves up middle. Additionally, Chopper, who's an underpass, doesn't have to get too aggressive just yet with his Tech 9. That smoke still up, but only for a few more moments. Once that depletes, we could start to see Spirit getting aggressive. Smoke's now being deployed in middle. Additionally, locking down the window. 3 players strong. Zyphon is going to have his work cut out for him. There's no flash, there's no smoke to precede it, and that will make quite slim pickings on Copenhagen Flames as they put down the AWP to use. Patsy, though, with the spray, looking for more, and Dexter out in the Palace is going to get him done. Zyphon gets caught in transition, and out of nowhere, this round actually is winnable now. At range, the MP9 can't finish off the frag, but HooXi to the trade up to the AK instead. There's a volley down, the spray is awry, and Dexter, clutching out for Spirit, gets their lead with a 3K and 13 kills to his name.
How did HooXi not land a single bullet from the MP9 and Patsy? He was in 3 HP, just legging it to the bomb side, but somehow he survives. And what a round from Dexter. He had to not just get the player on the bomb side, but he also had to drop down and take care of Zyphon, who was being tucked in inside a shadow for what felt like forever. That was a force buy coming in from Spirit, but Vince have done it. They've broken the money for Copenhagen Flames. Coming down to some huge plays. Both the Oppers on both Flames and Spirit really delivering in spades. Nikodos has been a hero for multiple rounds, and Dexter, we saw what he could do. He didn't even have his weapon of choice. It was the AK-47, as we have a bit of an eco push coming out from the CTs. Just a 1 CZ investment in the hands of Zyphon, but quickly swept aside has Magic's. Okay, that's a cheeky one. Don't see that very often, but HooXi, USB, just looking to maybe get a couple of kills here, but in all honesty, I don't really fancy Copenhagen Flames' chances. So for Spirit, this is pretty much a confirmed round here, especially with Siren winning these duels, and they will be guaranteed to go into the second half with a 1-round lead on their map pick.
There were question marks over the Spirit, T-side in particular, and so far it's been looking pretty decent. That makes you think as well, if Nikodos isn't popping off on 13 kills, how brutal this half honestly could have been. It feels like Dexter, most of his kills have come off the back of rifle work. And you know that that's a power play they're going to have up their sleeve for the CT side. We know he's a known quantity on a CT side with the AWP. He is just a powerhouse. So that could also be an interesting dynamic coming into the second half.
It has come down, I won't lie, multiple. Ooh, nice little dink there, but Siren, just a dink, he will get the kill. It's also been a bit of a sloppy hole from Copenhagen Flames, I feel, towards the A bomb site. Like you have Zyphon playing inside a shadow, and he's being helped out a lot of times, multiple times by his teammates. We saw that little bit of a whiff with the FAMAS as well, and in that position getting taken out by Dexter. It's just that they seem to be taking very uncomfortable fights, and Spirit are just winning some of these duels outright. It's not like they're going for a full-fledged execute, and the flashes are popping, and Copenhagen Flames are getting caught with the pants down. And you can see why Spirit have gone for this map pick. Copenhagen Flames, their CD side protocols on this A bomb side particularly haven't been that great thus far. We did have an early 4-man hold towards mid and towards the A bomb side, but you can see the switch up here, Vince. We have Hooksy pushing up towards B apartments using his smoke, and you have Roy now towards short, allocating 3 players inside of the bomb site. They've just completely relinquished control of Connector. They're opting to take the fight from the site itself, which is something they really haven't done. It's only been Zyphon playing inside a shadow while his teammates are towards either, the Connector stairs, or they're playing from CD spawn, from the ticket booth position. So this switch up could catch Spirit off guard, but Spirit, fine round of the first half, they decide the B bomb site is where they want to head towards. You can see Siren moving up towards B apartments alongside Magix. Mid control has been rested as well. Now Copenhagen Flames, they realize they have no eyes towards mid. They need to find some map control, so they're going to start poking and prodding towards ramp, and that could allow a rotation to take place as Nikodos spots a player towards Connector, but doesn't quite land a shot.
Just one player connected on, that's Chopper. The rest of the team is making moves, making inroads, looking to try and pillage and plunder the B site. Mollies will afford them safe passage on a couple of these angles, and it's 3 unanswered entries from 3 separate players, everyone pulling their weight in round 15. And Copenhagen Flames have Zyphon and Nikodos as the last 2 straggling players. Nikodos is still very weary about a potential backstab from the murder hole. And Patsy makes short work of Zyphon. Feels like this map is going to come to its halftime conclusion at 9-6 in the lead of Spirit, and some fairly dodgy CT sides from Copenhagen Flames. But on the other side, Spirit played pretty damn good on that T half.
Yeah, sure. Like, if you look at the amount of conditioning they did, and to abuse that fact in the final round, right? You can see how Copenhagen Flames, they switch up their setup. They actually sent Roy towards the B bomb side, and they sent, I do believe, who did it send towards that A side? I think it was Yabi, yeah. Yabi, instead of playing the B short position, he heads towards A. They switch up their setup on the A bomb side, and then Spirit go, yeah, no, we're just going to be going for the B hit. Great entries as well. Copenhagen Flames just getting caught off guard seemingly a lot of these rounds. And considering how close it was earlier, Spirit, the past few rounds of 1 have looked pretty convincing. Earlier it did come down to some heroics from the likes of Dexter to clutch them, a few of them. But here we go, Copenhagen Flames now on the T side. They have a smoke and a flashbang in the hands of Hooksy. He's going to toss in the smoke and then the follow-up flash. Roy, the late look coming in from underpass alongside Zyphon, looking for any aggression from the CT. Siren has been spotted out. They're still biding the time. The bomb waiting towards A ramp. They're just waiting for the 2 Ts to make their way towards underpass as they go for this A pincer. For the side of Spirit, though, a pretty default setup on the pistol round here.
Flash will be out first, and now the push through ramp. Chopper, though, has the ability to maybe shut down this window. Prospect, there's one, and he knows the second player is possibly just below that window mark. He can relay that to the rest of his teammates. They've lost no casualties in the process as well, Spirit, and they are starting to get a little bit of aggression over on the catwalk side. Patsy has Zyphon dead to rights, misses his shot, misses his chance, runs out of ammunition. Won't be punished, though. A real scrappy, sloppy fight. But Chopper, proving strength in numbers is crucial, while Nikodos comes to top mid with his P250 and makes short work of Chopper. This round is still anybody's, but it will favor Spirit for the time being, especially as Copenhagen Flames. They may have mid control, but they don't have much else. They've now claimed a secondary kill, and they still have 35 seconds to play with.
They need to make a decision real fast, Vince, and you can see already Hooksy Walking back down towards underpass. Now, the bomb hasn't been spotted yet, mind you. It's in the back of Nikodos, and Nikodos has to be careful, wary of a CT pushing in down T ramp, but there's no one there. With 22 seconds, they need to make up their mind. It's a fake. Hooksy running in towards the B bomb side. He's been spotted. He's been gushed. And immediately he pivots back into A play. And it's going to come down to Dexter once again.
Oh, what a shot in mid-air. That is from Dexter. Erecting the fortress, looking to try and push this round into their favor. That kill would have been the end of the round. He may still deny the bomb plant. Indeed, they will. And
No
although
time.
Hooksy tries his best, 1 second to play with, there is not enough time. And Spirit pick up the second pistol. That's both pistols then now have claimed.
Oh, what a round from Copenhagen Flames. They tried to go for the A pincer once a mid play took place. We had 3 players who was waiting towards A ramp, falling back towards mid. They wrested it back with 2 great kills. And then, in the end, it came down to Dexter and like a rock-hidden move in this A bomb site. What a shot as well, not a Yabby. And even though he lost the second duel, the fact that it delayed him for just 1 extra second enabled them to prevent the bomb from getting planted. Because if the bomb got planted, it was going to be a 1v1. And from then on, you don't know which way it's really going to go. Spirit, the survivor. A very fast-paced, a very cool round, a very cool pistol round there, in all honesty. With some good calling coming out from Copenhagen Flames. But Spirit, they don't fall for the ruse. Yabby, Deagle in hand. Deagle in the hands of every single one. Dexter is seemingly a man possessed, but he will be punished. Hooksy, betrayed.
Oh, Spirit. A very similar start to the first half. They pick up the pistol, they almost instantly get battered back. Being kept honest now, but Hooksy on just a P250, couple Deagles in play, but they're getting a little bit of control over the map now. Whereas their weapon spilled out in Connector, noise is made, and Zyphon capitalizes opportunistically, snatches the life away from Patsy.
He knows where Siren is as well. They know where Magix is. That's information for the teasers. Notice no one at B. And they can immediately pivot, but taking quite a bit of time. And that's going to allow Magix to rotate back. Timing is everything. Siren should get a free kill here. He spots out Yabby. Good trigger discipline. The FAMAS burst comes out. Not quite able to confirm the kill, though. And Yabby swings wide, deals a bit of damage. A B hit coming in, but Magix spins. He lies in wait. The spray doesn't quite land, though.
Oh, what a shot from Zyphon. That could get them in this round. That could get them back in this game. Siren's down to 53. And Hooksy with a P250 with 13 seconds allocated to him has got to try and somehow wield the magic wand and pick up this round. But Siren denies him. Beautiful shots, though, coming out from Copenhagen Flames. And although they may not get the round, the economy for Spirit will struggle. The downside, though, Blair, that was a force from the T's. So there is a way for Spirit to regain that momentum again.
Yeah, the force by almost working out. Some of the shots were hitting as well. I love that one little small play Magix did, right? They lost control. And because he's got the rifle, he comes out on top. But man, oh man, Copenhagen Flames, they made them sweat a bit. And here we go. We see the force buy war start again, Vince. Copenhagen Flames, they know the money for Spirit is on the brink of getting broken. So they will go for the force buy of their own. However, the captain has fallen early on, and Magix, with a brilliant spray, shuts down the A play. And it's all in Nikodos and Yabby to make something of this round.
Oh, this is the other side of that edge, that blade. If you force in situations like this and you're unsuccessful, you give Spirit a fast track to the second map. You give them the keys to the city. And the bomb is in a bit of an awkward position as well. It would force Yabby out into the open for a brief moment. And both sat back with the Eagles and hoping that can be the winning formula, the antidote for this rot that's set in on their T side. Flash is good, stalls away a little bit longer, but there's no push behind it. Nikodos on 15 frags already. We'll need to add to that mark. Galil picked up on Yabby. Nikodos still lurking, prowling in the palace. Good headshot, but it's not enough to yield the frag. And now Nikodos has got to go gigantic with this Deagle. First shot is true as he removes the head of Chopper, but there's way too many CTs to contend with.
Spirit's trying to get a little fired up. And for Copenhagen Flames, not really dealing as much damage as they wanted to in that force buy. We'll probably have to just go for the full say.
Nope.
No. All right, never mind. It's a lost bonus kicking in. It's fine. I just had a misread on the money. So Fair enough, 2 AKs, Galil, still not ideal, Vince, still not ideal. You have the Mag-10 and the Deagle as well in the hands of Hooksy, and I like this, aggression from Spirit here, double man, dropping down towards underpass. This could catch a tease off guard, but it's going to the apartments, and look at Nikonos comes charging out, all by his lonesome, and Magix will find him, and this is when Dexter could shut this one down. He can find the lead, the lurk towards mid, but right now there's an opening towards a B bomb site, but quickly, Siren, he's plugged in the hole.
There's a smoke down as well, very intelligent, allows him a little bit more safe passage, plus negating any Molotovs tossed in his position, but he has been put down. Molly tossed into the apps, and there's Roy behind it with the spray and the Galil. Dexter though returns the favor, threading the Eye of the Needle and the Eye of Roy in the process, but Patsy shows his hand on Catwalk. It feels like Copenhagen Flames just can't get a stranglehold. They can't get a foothold in this round, in this map on their T side. It is yet another round unanswered. They have not picked up a single T round so far, Copenhagen Flames.
We should see the buy coming out again here. It's going to be the max lost money alongside the bomb plant as well. So a much better buy for the side of Copenhagen Flames. But as you pointed out, Vince, Spirit now been looking solid thus far. It looked like somehow Copenhagen Flames had been able to just, find that just gifted opportunity, right? A free entry through short into the B bomb site. But Spirit just crunching down upon them, not making them feel comfortable, not even able to just get into any semblance of some solid post-plant positions. The Spirit showing why this is the map pick they went for. It surprised Maui, Snake a little bit. It surprised myself as well. It was looking pretty solid here, Chopper. We've seen him tapping away Zyphon. He still manages to get the dink in, but Chopper will fall. Oh, what an opening from Roy, though. It's going to come down to Patsy now to deliver, but Hooksy's going to crack his skull open. And even though the 4v2 and 2, the plays are very, very low, this should be the round. Finally, for Copenhagen Flames.
They broke the curse, they've lifted it. Their first T round will be forthcoming, barring some shenanigans. It looks like Dexter and Siren will be saving over on the B side. And it's like we were talking about in the intro, in the pre-game segment to this second map. Spirit have been discounted. They have been doubted this entire tournament through the challenges, through the legend stage, and they have proven people wrong time after time. And I've casted these guys a lot. I know you have too. We've cast them together a lot, like DreamHack qualifiers and DreamHack Open events and such. They've always been around that conversation as being the next big team. It's been amazing to see them take shape here. And again, people didn't expect them to have much success on Mirage. It's not done just yet. Don't get me wrong. Copenhagen Flames could mount a comeback, but they've looked so solid.
Oh yeah, they have indeed. And the crazy thing is, Vince, like I have been casting these guys for years now, and it's always been different iterations, right? You have seen like massive changes with the lineup, and I won't lie, like at the end of last year when they had this big upheaval, they got they got rid of a couple of players, they got some of these new kids on the team. I thought it was going to take a little bit more time for them to kind of find their groove. Dexter with the aggression. It's good for one, Vince, but good trading from Copenhagen Flames here. And look at Magix being aggressive. Nikonos though holding the line, waiting for him, daring Magix to challenge him. And Magix opts not to continue that fight. 46 HP, he will peel back. Even trades thus far, still a lot of time remaining on the clock. But yeah, listen, for Spirit, every game they win since the RMR, every match they've won in the RMR to the Challenger stage, in the Legend stage, and right now one series away from making it to the playoffs. It's been a miracle run. But what's crazy is it's been a great looking miracle run.
Speaking of which, Patsy, one of the newer recruits to the team, is still passing with flying colors, picking up ahead of Steam. 16 frags now. Just 1 behind Siren and 4 behind Dexter. But Dexter is the one casualty in this round, and he is such a big part of the machinery that gets Spirit into more wins.
The timing on this, Vince. See, he's going to catch Nikonos with his back turned. And I think it might be A, but it is going to be Copenhagen Flames slowly sneaking back towards a B bomb. That still, Siren hasn't moved an inch.
Precisely it. And even if they get Patsy, you feel like Siren will have impact here. 25 seconds, goes in for the peak. Now he has budged an inch. And they reap a mile, and they reap a round off the back of it. Well played, Siren. 14-7. And just going back to what you said before about previous iterations, after the last major, it was Mia and Sumdai Young that got replaced. They talked about, right, we're going to bring in these new players from the academy. Lots of people wrote Spirit off. They said they're just going to disappear into obscurity. Again, they've proven people wrong every single step of the way, and now they're 2 rounds away for taking us to a 3rd.
Yeah, and this is actually looked more convincing than Vertigo, in all honesty, even though both the maps have... Oh, what a peek! Dexter, left eye peek, still able to find Nikodos. But yeah, like, Vertigo, sure, you know, it was still kind of closely contested until, like, the final few rounds where it was Copenhagen Flames running away with this, but Spirit have looked just clearly the better team on this map. And yes, they had doubters, myself included. I'm like, yeah, Mirage pick not looking likely. This could be Copenhagen Flames taking it 2-0. But Spirit making a statement here. I guess at one point in time, we're going to stop doubting them bits, because they have done so much here. Roy, though, able to bring one back by finding Patsy. Let's look at the pace being set here. Roy looking to lead by example, charging in once more. It's going to come down to Siren to defend, but this time he will fall. Rotation will take place, though. But for Spirit, there's no real need to go for this company. Look at the money, Vince. It's not that great right now, but it looks like they're still going for this. Chopper teasing Roy, waiting at the edge of the smoke.
Dexter's still way over on the A side, though. I don't know if he's trying to peek through on Catwalk side, or maybe a call came through. There could be a late flank in play. Incendiary buys him a little bit more time, but here comes the counter utility. Molotov onto the door, and yes, you are right. Now they're going to call for that save. Dexter back in the CT side will be joined alongside Chopper and Magix. With Patsy and Siren's current economy, they'll be able to squeak out a bye pretty comfortably and keep them on the track to success. Good news, though, for Copenhagen Flames. This is going to be their 2nd round on their T side. And although it's been a bit of a scrappy endeavor when the roles reversed, they are getting a little bit more success and at least probing and poking a couple of these rounds. I mean, in the first 4 or 5, it was kind of an impenetrable defense for Spirit. Now we're starting to see a couple of chinks in the armor, a couple of gaps here and there that are being exploited. Bomb detonation is imminent, and an 8th round will follow suit.
Still, right now, Copenhagen Flames looking to kind of stave off what looks like the inevitable. Spirit, I won't lie. Yeah, sure, that was a great run coming in. Roy, especially Roy winning the duel over towards the B bomb site over Siren, who's been such a rock, enabling them to get the bomb down. And for Spirit, yeah, they have the weaponry again to wield here. It's not going to be a problem, at least for this round. You can see Dexter this time around dropping down towards the bottom of mid, looking for them to show something. The Molotov will actually be extinguished by this preemptive smoke from the CTs, and Hooksy daring Roy, actually Dexter, to peek the angle again. But we know Dexter, he's not going to usually re-peek these angles. He's just going to be holding a passive one, but he's trying to use the timing right, but Nikodos spots him before the smoke dissipates. And that's a huge opening pick for the side of Copenhagen Flames.
Like a scene out of Saving Private Ryan, both snipers see each other through the lens into the eye socket, and down goes Dexter. One of the first times he's been bested, to be fair to him. 21 kills, he's typically been on the ascendancy in these exchanges. And Patsy may be feeling compelled to get a bit of aggression out in B-Apps. This affords luxury of Siren to actually rotate now out through B onto the Murder Hall side. They don't have eyes over Catwalk. That is a potential issue which Magix is trying to remedy. But with 45 seconds left on the clock here, Blair, the bomb is dropped down, and Copenhagen Flames are taking their sweet time. They haven't fully committed to either side. They're keeping their options open, and this could play into the wheelhouse of Spirit. Patsy's position here is massive. If he takes Roy down, that could be the beginning of the end for Copenhagen Flames. It's a clean kill. There's 2 clean kills. Not a single point of health has been lost. And Patsy goes in for a 3rd. That's the bomb spilled down as well. Single-handedly ripping this round away from Copenhagen Flames. And what a time to bust out a play of this magnitude.
What a play from Patsy. We saw him get the ace earlier on the T side, and he's looking to do the same here as again. Unlikely he's going to get the ace. Nikodos too far away. Oh my word. It was all by his lonesome, Vince, as you pointed out. All alone. He had to be the rock. He's looking for it, but he's going to run out of time. Doesn't get the ace, but a 4K. That could be it. That could be the proverbial final nail here. At least on map number 2. Oh, just brilliant repositioning, and even the re-aggression as well. Because he knew his teammates were coming in from behind to back him up, and continues to hold the W key, and he's so very damn sharp.
So calm as well. He plays a play like he just, just another day at the office, mate. No big deal here.
Whatever doubts you might have had of him in Vertigo, it's been swiftly swept aside here. Copenhagen Flames now final potential round of regulation, setting up for this A hit, and look at the aggression towards mid.
Magic's now is putting the nails into the coffin, but Copenhagen Flames may be able to bust out of that coffin yet. Fancy though with the spray, gets 2, that's the bomb down again, and he's in a good position to hold this one off as well. There is an orb trained in his position, like Nikodos is able to deal with him. Still plenty of time left. Dexter comes in through the smoke, but Roy is on the fast flank. There's one looking for a second, but the spray is awry. And Siren puts an end to the second map. We are going the distance. We're headed to Ancient.
Okay, Spirit. Putting the doubters to rest. Quite a few people thinking it was going to be a 2-0 for Copenhagen Flames, and considering the kind of convincing fashion in which they lost Vertigo, also the question mark as to why they picked Mirage, it looks like they found the flaws, the chinks in the armor for this Copenhagen Flames side on this very map, and they're able to exploit it. That looked